In this video, I'm going to be looking at the GoPro Hero 11 Black Mini. So if you want to know if this thing is right for you, keep watching. Leslie Samuel here, and I gotta tell you, I might have a new love affair with this tiny device, or maybe these two devices. Now, for a bit of background, GoPro sent me these two cameras to make a video for them to highlight the features of their latest camera, the GoPro Hero 11 Black Mini. To demonstrate what they could do, they had me do a bunch of fun activities in St. Maarten, my home island, over the Christmas holidays. Yo, check this. I had to go hiking, ziplining, horseback riding, ATVing, all on their dime. I even added in some jet skiing. It was rough. And by rough, I mean roughly amazing. Now, I did that video, but I thought I'd do a more detailed, Leslie-like review here on my channel. So that's what this is. Now, this was my first time using GoPro cameras myself, and I gotta say, I like it. Let's check out some of the features. First, they're very compact. I'm talking around 2 inches wide, 2 inches high, and about 1¼ inches deep. That junk is small. And that comes in very handy, as you'll see in a sec. Secondly, they're the first GoPro cameras that has 2 sets of folding mounting fingers. One set on the bottom and one set on the rear. This gives you so many options. I use the rear mounting fingers with the chest strap and the head mount. And if I was holding the camera using the hand grip or the mini extension pole, I use the bottom ones. Now, they sent me a bunch of different accessories. The ones that I already mentioned, and some clips, a few adhesive mounts for sticking it onto things like helmets or whatever else you want to stick it on, and a suction cup mount for mounting on cars, boats, or whatever smooth surface you want to mount a camera on. Take home message is this, man, when you combine the small size, the 2 sets of mounting fingers, and the wide variety of available accessories, not to mention the ton of very affordable third-party mounting options, it doesn't matter how you want to mount this camera, there are options to make it happen. And I love it. Okay, so what about the build quality? This thing is pretty solid. It has a pretty tough outer shell. The front of it seems to be made of this hard rubberized material. When I went ziplining, the guy that was leading the tour, he was kind of crazy, but a lot of fun. I was coming along on one of the zip lines, minding my business, and then he just started like shaking the actual cable or the wire thingy of the zip line like crazy, causing me to literally fly up and down while zipping down the line. When that happened, I was wearing the camera on my head and it was scraping against the actual wire of the zip line multiple times. Did the camera break? Nope. Just a few minor scratches on the device and the lens cover that you can hardly even see. Side note, if you're ever in St. Maarten, you gotta check out Lottery Farm. It's a private nature preserve on the French side of the island, and it has one of the best ziplining experiences in the world, in my honest opinion. Anyways, back to the camera. It has a removable lens cover that adds even more protection, and it can be replaced if needed. This camera can handle itself in extreme environments, from mud to snow, dirt, and more. I didn't test out how well it did in snow because, well, I mean, I wasn't in St. Maarten. But when it did get dirty from mud and dirt, I just rinsed it off and it was good to go. I also took it to the beach and we went jet skiing. Man, that was awesome. Fortunately, it's also waterproof to depths of 33 feet or 10 meters, so I didn't have to worry about it getting wet because it was built to withstand anything I could throw at it. By the way, I was a bit surprised because my cousin went with me. I thought she'd be all nervous and stuff, and she was just killing that thing full throttle. Man, we had a blast. My wife and I even took the GoPros with us when we went horseback riding at the Seaside Nature Park, and we got to take the horses for a ride in the sea. Now, unfortunately for my wife, she was behind me, and maybe my horse got a bit too relaxed in the water and left some presents behind for my wife to experience. And hey, because we had the GoPro strapped on, we caught all of it, for better or worse. When we went ATVing, I had one camera strapped onto my chest and then one clipped onto the front of the ATV looking back so it could see me. Worked pretty well. One of the features that stands out is its ease of use. Its one-button simplicity makes capturing amazing footage of your adventure incredibly easy. You just tap the shutter button once, it turns the camera on and starts recording automatically. Tap it again and it stops recording and turns the camera off. That simple. Quick tip, when you start recording, it gives a quick 3 beeps, and when you stop, it beeps like 7 or 8 times. I didn't notice at first, and I kept taking my camera off my head when I was ziplining just to make sure it was recording, which was a little inconvenient. But now that I know that, man, it just makes it so easy. Okay, let's talk about the part that matters the most. The image quality. Is it really that good? The answer is heck yeah. I mean, the footage that I got from this bad boy was high quality. It captures up to 5.3K video, which gives you 91% more resolution than 4K, 665% more than 1080p. I mean, that's some serious stuff right there. And if you want some awesome slow-mo video, you can capture up to 2.7K video at 240 frames per second so that you can get that super fluid 8 times slow-mo to capture details that can't be seen at normal speed. It also lets you capture high quality photos up to 24.7 megapixels from your videos with the GoPro Quick app or any other editing software. All it takes is a tap when you see that great shot in your video. The app grabs the exact frame you want and then saves it as a photo that's ready to share and post. Now, this camera has a feature called HyperSmooth 5.0 video stabilization. This thing is awesome. Check this out. I have an expensive gimbal. I use it when I'm moving with the camera and I want to capture smooth footage. But with HyperSmooth turned on, it's like you have an expensive gimbal. The only thing is you don't. It just somehow smooths out the picture. Now, as someone who uses a mirrorless camera like the Sony a6400 regularly for just about everything, the thing that stands out for me here is the convenience. Yes, there's a small size, but more than that, I'm someone who likes to be fully into whatever I'm doing. If I'm out having fun with family, friends, or just out on a fun adventure, I don't like taking out my camera to try to capture that moment. It kind of takes me out of the zone. So in most cases, I don't capture those experiences because of how inconvenient it is. But with the GoPro and the mounts, I can just have it with me and easily capture footage without trying so hard to capture footage. It's just so convenient. Now, of all the features that it has, there's one that completely blows my mind, and that's called HorizonLock. Once you turn it on, it keeps the horizon locked, no matter how the camera is rotating. I mean, you can rotate this thing 360 degrees and the thing will remain level. I don't even know what to say. It blows my mind. So are there any downsides? Well, I can think of one. It doesn't have a screen. So the only way for you to see what the camera is seeing is by using the GoPro Quick app on your phone. So I would use the phone to check the frame and then put it away to do the actual shooting. The camera is basically the same as their GoPro Hero 11 Black, but without the screen. While you can see this as a downside, the upside is that it costs less and it's significantly smaller, making it more convenient in other ways. But besides that, I can't really think of anything else. There's so much more I can say about this camera and things I'm still figuring out. But if you're looking for a tiny but high quality and ridiculously convenient camera to capture your adventures, the GoPro Hero 11 Black Mini is a great option to consider. I'm Leslie Samuel, and thanks for watching. Peace!